Hello, guys. My name is Alex, and I'm financial analyst with Olymp Trade. And today we're going to talk about a very interesting subject. So, how to build a $500 portfolio. So, today we're going to use our newest feature on the platform. It's called the stock price trades. So, we are going to purchase some some assets for the whole portfolio, which will be $500. And I'm going to show you one of the easiest way how you can actually do this. So first of all, we need to identify the stocks of the companies that we're going to buy. On SPT, stock price trades. So we do have a lot of stocks less than maybe I don't know $200, but some of them are pretty heavy. So for example, Adobe costs more than $600, like Amazon costs more than $3,000, and Google more than 2,000, something like this. So we won't take them into account because we cannot put them inside our portfolio because we're limited with the $500. So, but besides of this, large companies from the buying point of view, we do have a lot of other very interesting opportunities actually. So, our next step is to determine what the market sectors we need to think about and which are most attractive in the long term. So let's talk about them a little bit more precisely. I'm going to switch to the platform. Just one second. Oh, sorry guys. I'm going to put myself here because I need a list. So this is our SPT platform. The third tab over here in the assets menu. I do have an addition special account for the stocks. I name it stocks, and I hope you know that you can create additional accounts. This is one of the latest feature on the platform. Additional accounts, you can name, rename them, and transfer funds between them. So I think it's very easy to do. If you, for example, you need to to divide the stock price trading from the FTT trading, from the forex trading, something like this. So it's very useful actually to do this. So I do have about $1,000 here on my stock specially delivered stock account, because I don't want to mix it with my other accounts. And I do have this one for the FTT and for the forex trading, and this is just for this video. I was thinking about making like $500, but I think 1,000 will be enough. So in the end of this video, I will be left with approximately $500 here on the deposit, and the other $500 will be invested in some stocks. So let's talk about the sectors, the market sectors that we're interested in. So first one is the technology sector. So this sector includes such companies as Cisco, Microsoft, Oracle, Twitter, IBM, Facebook, Baidu, as well with a Square Incorporated, which is developing solutions for the processing of electronic payments. Snap, where is the Snap? Like this one, Snap, the owner of the Snap Messenger. So this is the technology sector. The next one is pharmaceuticals. So in this sector, there are some pharmaceutical companies like Novartis, Johnson and Johnson, Bristol Myers, Cipher, and something like this. And actually, I really do put maybe slightly more effort in the pharmaceutical industry right now because of the COVID situation, and nobody knows how many years or months or decades it will continue, meaning that pharmaceutical companies probably will benefit from this worldwide situation, as well as technology companies actually, because people sitting at home, people investing more in some technology businesses, and they're using more technology businesses because they're working remotely, something like this. The next sector that we are going to consider, but probably I won't purchase any stocks from it. It's energy. So it's about oil and gas. So some companies like ExxonMobil or Chevron. So probably I will just let them be for now, because oil sector, again, now at this point it's not very uh, like dependable. So I don't really count on it to be growing fast, because of this global market environment. So the next very interesting market sector is durable and not durable consumer goods. And so this is like a lot of companies here we do have in our list. So we don't have like all the companies in the world on the stock SPT feature of the platform, but we do have like the main, the majority, the blue chips, the most interesting stocks. So durable and non durable consumer goods represented with, of course, my favorite: Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, Nike, Pepsi, General Motors, Colgate, Ferrari. Ferrari is consumer goods too. So this is consumer goods. Consumer services. So a company that provides some services. So this is the companies like eBay, for example. The companies like Starbucks. I don't really like Starbucks coffee, but I know that a lot of people do like. Actually, if you do like Starbucks, please write it in the chat. I'm just curious whether you are using some of these technologies and services that is provided here on the platform, so we can actually buy it. So the next market sector that we need to consider is industrial production. So this is like heavily big companies that are producing a lot of uh, different goods, actually, industrial goods. So it's companies like 3M. So I will list start from this company. Caterpillar, Honeywell International, General Electric. Electric is one of the biggest and one of the largest one. So this company is on the indices, on American indices from like 19th century. So it's amazing how I still are doing great, actually. So next sector is retail and e-commerce. So this one includes here it is, Alibaba. What else? Amazon, of course. Amazon, Costco, Home Depot International, Ralph Lauren Corporation, something like this. Then telecommunications. So me personally, I like telecommunications because people will always need to communicate, and this is one of my favorite sectors. It's like uh, maybe it's not like growing instantly all the time, but in general, telecommunications are feeling good in all, uh, like not depending what is going on in the world. So the for telecommunications, we do have two companies, actually. So they're here in the end. So first one is T-Mobile, and the other one is Verizon. And probably we're going to compare them because we do have one sector, we do have two companies. I'm going to show you how to compare these companies and what we need to take into account, actually. And probably I think I will buy one of those. And transportation. Transportation is represented by FedEx. Also, there is banking and finance. Also, one of my personally favorite um, market sectors. So here we do like the major banks like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan Chase, Visa, Goldman Sachs, Visa, Mastercard, of course, Citigroup, some and so on. And the last one I need to mention because I think it's very nice sector too. It's electronic technologies, and this is companies like AMD, Apple, Boeing, Nvidia, Analog Devices, and Motorola, something like this. So, in general, I do believe that all these sectors are interesting, and probably they will continue to grow because American like uh, American markets. So we do have like the majority of the companies from American market. So I'll be talking more about this market. So it's growing, it's developing, and we just need to decide which market section is more preferable for us in the long term, in the long run. So and the main idea of making the portfolio. So this is one of the major thoughts of this video, of this stream actually, is to select like different sectors and invest into companies from the different sectors. Let's say we will choose for today's stream pharmaceutical, finance, and as I've mentioned before, telecommunication sector. So we'll have three different sectors and at least three different companies in our portfolio. So this is called actually the diversification, because if we will put all our eggs in one basket, you know what will happen. So we need to cut this proportionally somehow and put it on into one bag of $500 that we do have for today. So let's start from the telecommunication sector first. As I've mentioned, we do have two companies over here. So this is T-Mobile and Verizon, and we need to analyze them. So we do have two approaches of analyzing something. We do have fundamental and technical analysis. Talking about fundamental analysis, we need to evaluate company's business through different like financial reports in order to determine whether it's like good business or not, in terms of like good growing in the future. In the future, meaning that we're not going to sell it like tomorrow or on the next week. So when we are creating this portfolio, we're creating it for a long time period, maybe for a few months or for a few years actually. So you need to choose wisely because the majority of investors they do have this very long period of investment. Uh, at least so this is my personal recommendation, but when I'm choosing stocks for myself or my portfolio, I'm thinking about like determining the companies which I'm going to hold for at least 2 or 3 or maybe 5 years. So if I'm sure that I want to invest in some company with a 5 years period, for instance, if the answer is yes, then this means that I'm going to invest, because this is one of the like major questions whether I need to invest or I don't need to invest. You need to like feel that you're comfortable with sitting on this stock for at least like a few years. If you're comfortable with this thoughts, then you need to place a buy order, because company they won't provide you like stock, they won't provide you like big benefits, big profits out of like 1 week trading or 1 day trading or something like this. We need to think larger, out of the box over here. Okay, going back to the analysis. So we do have two different approaches in analysis. And talking about fundamental analysis, one of the easiest ways. So this is very quick approach. Of course, fundamental analysis is much more deeper, but we're here limited on the time, and I'm just going to show you one of the easiest approaches for the fundamental analysis. So we can just simply use one ratio. It's called P to E. So this one, PE ratio. And this will be our main indicator, which we're going to take a look into. So you can use, so this is not commercials. I'm sitting here on Yahoo Finance. You can choose like any other aggregator of this, or some stock screener, maybe FinV, something like this. We don't have here it on the platform just for now, but I think in the future it will be developing, and there will be some sort of statistics inside the platform. So for now we need to go to some other resources in order uh, to have this information. Okay, so PE ratio is will be our main number that we are going to take into account, and we're going to make a comparison between the Verizon. So here is the Verizon here with the 11.5 PE, and the other company is T-Mobile. T-Mobile United States. So let's take into account the P ratio here is 45.1. So the larger the P ratio is, no, otherwise, the if we do have like larger number here, so the larger number we do have here, the worse it for the company. So if we do have Verizon with 11.5 P ratio, this is better than having P ratio of T-Mobile of 35.1. So comparing these numbers, we need to choose the lowest one, Okay, so I'm not going to dive deeper into the details because actually P ratio is like one very simple approach to the fundamental analysis, and the company does have like dozens of other indicators, like market capitalization, beta, alpha, EPS, earnings per share, something like this, and they also actually need to be taken into account. And I hope in the next videos we're going to talk more detailed about this one. But for now, this is our first approach, just taking a look to the PE ratio. Okay, so the lower PE ratio, the better for us. And from this point of view, we're choosing Verizon. So the next one is the technical analysis. So let's take the technical analysis picture. Here we need to determine the time frames that we are going to use actually. So I do believe that when we're trading stocks, the lowest time frame that we need to consider taking into account is 1 day, maybe 4 hours, but I think 1 day is actually better. So what do we do here? From technical point of view, I can see the bearish trend on Verizon, so we are going down. So we do have better P ratio, but we are going, like, as you can see, we're going down. We do have this downtrend. Just maybe some sort of price channel, something like this. So you can see the inclination that we are getting down. Okay, let's take a look for the T-Mobile. The T-Mobile, from the other point of view, is rising on the same time frame, 1 day time frame. Okay, let's make it more clear too. So we do have a clear uptrend over here, and from this perspective, T-Mobile actually looks like much prettier picture, right? Okay, so what other time frames we can use for the technical analysis picture? So starting from 1 day, we can choose 1 week. Again, we do have very good, nice uptrend, or actually we can use 1 month. Here we go. So on 1 month, we can see there is some correction, reversion on the chart. Let's see what we do have on Verizon. On Verizon, you can see on the 1 month chart. So actually, we're not declining. So actually, we're standing still in some area. So This approaches from different technical analysis point of view is actually quite good, because when we were taking this chart into account, this Verizon chart into account, it was declining on 1 day chart. But let's see what we do have on monthly chart. So yes, we're declining, but we're like really near to the very nice level of support. And probably, yes, maybe we'll dive into some minus over here, because we don't know the future. But this support probably will return um, this asset to this level of resistance. And actually, please take into account the levels of support and resistance, especially when you're talking about like higher time frame that I'm showing now. Yeah, this is 1 month time frame, and this really changes the whole situation, vice versa. So we do have better P value, P ratio. We do have very nice technical analysis picture on a 1 month time frame. So that's why I was talking about that when you're going to purchase something, some stocks, making some sort of portfolio, it won't be for 1 day. I'm taking into account 1 month chart. One candle here is 1 month, meaning that this line that I've drawn, it probably will be in the next year. Okay, so our horizon of investment is more than like 6 months, 6 months plus, something like this. Okay, so we do have the comparison, and I do believe that I'm going to choose Verizon over T-Mobile from this point of view, because it's better on technical analysis, it's better on fundamental analysis. So I'm going to proceed for our first buy trade here. So I need to change my account, but I'm going to change my specially created stock account. I will choose the quantity 1 unit. So very take into account these details. So when you will be trading SPT, so you will have no fees for the purchase. You can see the purchase fee is 0.0, so there is nothing purchase fee. There is a price, and actually this is an ask price. As you may know, we do have like several prices. We do have ask and bid price, and when you are purchasing something from the market, you are purchasing it from the ask price, and when you're buying something that you don't have, yeah, that you don't possess as an asset, and when you want to sell this, you will sell it for the bid price. So the difference between them is calling. So there is a difference between them, and you need to take this into account. The difference is calling a spread. So I'm going to purchase one unit of Verizon share. So another two main very I think very reasonable aspect that I want to mention here. The first one, when you're purchasing some stocks here on Olymp stock platform, you don't really you won't be an owner for the stock, so it won't be like yours, meaning that you're just trading the difference with the initial price that you bought and the price at which you're going to sell it. And when you're going to sell it, there will be a fee for the profitable unit sale. So if you will sell this unit in the future with some profit, about like less than 1% will be taken into account as a commission for this operation. If you will sell it, for instance, with like negative scenario, in some sort of circumstances, there will be no commission at all. And another like very large moment I want to take take your attention to, when you're purchasing stocks over here, you can purchase it only via real funds. So no bonuses can be included. If you do have bonuses on your deposit over here, they cannot be added to this position. So at this moment, bonuses are not involved in this stock price trading. So only real funds. Please take this into account, because I don't know whether you are familiar with this rule or not. Okay, buying this one, and you can see that we do have one Verizon stock over here. My stock deposit changed for $50, and now I do have one stock in my portfolio. So let's maybe be more so let's go further and create another assets in my portfolio. So we do have about $450 left. So we do have Verizon. So what's next? I'm really thinking from the financial and maybe pharmaceutical sector, and probably we can start from actual financial sector. So let's start from financial sector, and the first company that I'm going to choose, I'm going to start from the fundamental analysis from P ratio. So let it be Morgan Stanley. So the Morgan Stanley P ratio is 13.3. Okay, JP Morgan Chase and Company. Actually, it's better. It's 10.3. Okay, the Mastercard. Sorry. Mastercard Incorporated. What do we do have? Oh, about 50. I don't think it's reasonable to buy Mastercard in this point. Okay, and let's take a look at the American Express. Oh, sorry, double R. American Eagle. American Express. 18.2. So I think in this case we're going to the JP Morgan Chase. Okay, because let's take a look. JP Morgan Chase 10.3. So the lowest ratio in this indices. Okay, going for the JP Morgan Chase. So JP Morgan Chase costs about 155, approximately $55. So I'm going to buy another stock because I've separated these companies from the same sector, and again, the JP Morgan Chase have the lowest PE ratio. So I'm going to add it to my portfolio. So I do have $200 ish invested, and I do have $300 more to invest in. Okay, so maybe let's check the pharmaceutical sector. So I do believe that probably from like my initial research, the Johnson & Johnson have very nice chart from the technical point of view, and actually when I was taking this into account yesterday, it was like $170 and $180 at the moment. It's still rising, it's going further. So I do think that I'm going to add this company too, because the pharmaceutical sector is in the big rally right now, as actually you can see. So I'm going to add this one. We do have three companies at the moment, and we approximately have about $100 left. So in order um, to choose maybe more stocks that we can include in our invested portfolio, so maybe we need to choose companies that are cheaper than $100, or maybe we can buy, for example, two stocks in one sector if we're not going to diversify our resources more. So actually, I very appreciate, I really like the Morgan Stanley P2E, meaning that I'm going to actually um, so my logic is that I want to invest more in financial sector, and so we do have one company, JP Morgan Chase, that we have already invested. I want to enlarge this investor sector in our portfolio, and the next company with a better P2E was the Morgan Stanley, meaning that I'm going to purchase Morgan Stanley because it do have like approximately $100 of a price. So we will have three different sectors: financial with the two companies, pharmaceutical, and telecommunications. So I do believe that for now this is quite good diversification. So this will be our last stock. We do have four stocks. We do have four stocks that cost approximately $500. And I think this is it for today. So again, let's take a look at what do we have here. So this is first one, the pharmaceutical sector, Johnson and Johnson. Next one is the same sector, JP Morgan Chase and Morgan Stanley. And the last one in the telecommunications is the Verizon, which we were choosing actually more precisely. So guys, this is my portfolio, and this is how I manage my portfolio at the moment. We'll take a look probably in the next videos how this situation is developing, what is going on with my portfolio. And for now, I'm going to switch to the questions. And if you do have some questions, please feel free to ask them in the chart. Okay. How can I work on it? Stanley, I've just I've just explained the whole situation. So you just need to buy and hold, and then sell the stocks that you are interested in. Where the country is allowed to trade on the Olymp trade. I know there is a list of the country that you like you cannot trade for the Olymp trade. Actually, this list can change a little bit, and I do believe that it will be better if you will ask for the advice via like account services, because I don't know this list. I don't have it in my head, and maybe it's like changing a little bit. I don't see the asset anymore. What happened? I don't know. All the group on Facebook only from Olymp Trade. Sorry, yeah, we do have like official Facebook group. Actually, I do believe that we do have different Facebook groups for different countries, different languages. So feel free to sign up over here. Yes, this is SPT. Guys, really, if you do have some questions about SPT, about like trading, about making a portfolio, feel free to ask. If you do have some questions about like deposit or withdrawal, something like this, I think that you need to go to the support and they will assist you much better, because I just don't have this like internal information that can be needed in order to help you with the issue. Everybody is like doing different job over here. So okay, just reading the questions. Which is the best time to buy as per chart? Okay, talking about the best time. So I strongly consider, I think it should be strongly considered to take into account two main issues that we two main approaches that we were talking about today. The first one is fundamental analysis, then another one is technical analysis. And if you do believe that the company have very good um, rates, very good perspective, but from technical point of view, um, the best way to determine like the entry point from the technical point of view is you need to take a look as I was doing like earlier before. So you need to just take into account different time frames, switch between like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, and to see the whole picture. So for instance, here on Verizon, I've drawn the levels of support and resistance, and I do believe levels of support and resistance is one of the best instrument that you can actually use in trading and in stock trading as well. So uh, as I've mentioned, you can wait for this bear market to continue, but actually if you don't mind of losing, I don't know, 2.5% of your investment, so this is about 2.5%. If you're like okay with this, probably you can actually try to buy from here in order to wait for the reverse. So meaning that the higher time frames, different time frames, plus levels of support and resistance, plus fundamental analysis. So this will help you to determine like the best entry point. How you got the funds to give the withdrawals of profits? Um, okay, so maybe I will uh, how to put it. So the financial market is a very interesting and cruel environment actually, and the profit of one traders is actually the losses of another traders. So the main idea of the financial market and some like third parties in like brokers, something like this, is to make some sort of bridges between these two parties. Someone who is losing on one part, something who is winning on the other hand, and they do have some difference, some fees on these trades. So this is how the market actually works, like any sort of market. Okay, have you? I think this will be our last question for today. So, have you any best 2 minute link trade strategy to earn? Okay, Chiam, I don't think this is like the topic of this stream, because today I'm talking about SPTs. Today I'm talking about like long-term investments with a horizon of investment of like 6 months or maybe few years. But um, my my recommendation here will be at this: don't try to trade on 1 minute time frame. Don't try to trade on like 1 minute time frame and 2 minute trades. So meaning any strategy that you are going to use, it will generate you a lot of signals, but the quantity will be big, but the quality will be like very poor. So it will be a lot of bad trades, like large number with a bad winning rate. in all the strategies on 1 minute time frame, which I personally know. That's why I recommend you to choose 5 minute time frame. And if you do have like some troubles with determining some sort of trading strategy, please go here to the help center, and we do have this not special materials but help center here. We do have a lot of very interesting trading strategies. Some of them were developed by me or my colleagues. For example, so we do have FTT strategies, we do have FX strategies. Choose one of those and try to trade it on 5 minute time frame plus, and I can guarantee that you will have better results that you are facing right now. Bring more risk-free bonus, guys. I don't want to make any announcement, but be patient. And actually, I think in 1 month we're going to celebrate 7 years of the company, and there will be a very interesting special event that we are preparing right now, as we speak, literally as we speak. A lot of guys involved. I think it will be very interesting to participate in, and you will have risk-free trades and bonuses as the rewards in the contest. So please be patient, and you will be rewarded. Okay, guys, I think this is it for today. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your attention. Um, I will see you in the next streams. I'm going to check this portfolio. You can, for instance, create the same portfolio on the demo account and just take a look how it will be developing and growing over time. For example, in a few months, in 1 year, why not? This is very interesting idea to think about. Okay, so I'm farewelling with you now, and I hope that you will have very nice trades. I hope that you will try SPT and you will create very good portfolio, and I hope that you will have a lot of great income on a Olymp trade platform. So farewelling with you, have a nice day, and be careful with this coronavirus never ending stuff in the world. So I hope you will be well.